Hello again, this is Oliver Blair from Massey in Wellington, New Zealand, and I'm going to go through quickly again how to render sections in Sketchup using the Indigo Renderer. And so I've set up this sort of basic scene. It was like a more developed one from the last couple of tutorials. And so I've made this kind of slats here with so you can see the shadows. And so yeah, because we can render two different types of sections now in the latest version of Indigo. You can render it with the same light qualities as there would be in the model, and also without. So I'll show you the two different versions. So these are just some simple lights I've set up, and so I'll render it now quickly, just so you can see what it's like with no sections. So you can kind of see that there's little lights and they're splashing out, and the floor's kind of reflective, and you can see the shadows on the wall there, sort of bouncing through, and the reflection on the glass as well, and the sky outside. To make a section, you just use the section tool. It's called section plane, and it's up in Tools, section plane as well. And yeah, I'll just click on this wall and it'll line up with that. So you can see it sort of cuts the whole model, goes across the whole, like all the sort of land geometry they've made as well. And if you select it, you can then use the move tool. You can press M to get that. You can sort of drag it in and out and figure out where you want to cut it by. So what I was going to test is cutting it through one of the lights to see what that'll do, if it'll have the same lighting effect as the non-section render. So to enable that to render out in Indigo, you've got to right click on the section plane, and there's an option on the Indigo called Enable Section Plane, so I'll just enable that. And I've made that a little scene tab to line it up with the same view. So I'll just click render again. And so this is with the default settings. So you can see it's a lot lighter in here now in the room. And that's because it's actually taken away all the geometry of the rest of the building. So there's sort of a lot of ambient lighting up around here. But you can see it's quite easy to get that sort of render. And to keep the geometry, so to make the same lighting conditions, you go under Render Settings on the Indigo toolbar, and it's under Advanced, and there's an option here that says Culled Geometry Behind Section Planes. So we don't want to do that, so I'll turn it off and hit Apply, and then render it out again. So you can see now that it's a lot darker, because it's treating it as if the building was there, and you can see there's no light inside the walls either, because it's a solid wall. So this is probably what you want to do most of the time, because it shows the accurate sort of lighting qualities that you're going to have. And I'll just test and see if the lights are actually working. Yeah, that's cool. So it's even, see on this wall here, it's even showing the lighting, I think, from the other lights as well that are behind here, that are being cut, which is interesting. Cool. And I'll do it as a plan as well, just so you can get a better sense for what I'm talking about. So I'll just select the section plane and then press Q for the compass tool, and I want it as a plan, so I'll just rotate it around 90. There we go. And I'll use this view here. So first I'll leave it with the culled geometry setting turned on, which is what it is by default. So what you see is there's no shadows from the slats, and it's sort of lighting up the whole of the interior, which is not really accurate. So we want that option sort of turned off. What was that? Advanced culled geometry. Apply. So yeah, really quickly you can see it's very dark inside, for one thing. But yeah, you can see the accurate lighting from that pillar that was there, and the slats, and then the window, and even the lighting from the lights on the ceiling. If I turn those off and back on, and I can turn the sun off, and that'll take a wee while to fill out, but it will illuminate the scene a bit better. And of course you can always tweak it in post and just increase the levels if you want. But cool, that looks great because it makes the cut completely black because there's no light inside the volumes. Awesome, great. Cheers.